Hey guys, in this video, we can discuss Leetcode 2365, where we're gonna be given an array of tasks, and the task I means the type of the i's task, and we have to complete all these tasks in order. And we're gonna also be given an integer space, which means the minimum number of days between two tasks of the same type. So we need to return the minimum of days. We need to complete all the tasks. So let's take a look at example here. So we have like tasks here, like we have to complete in order, and the 3 means the minimum number of 3 days in between two tasks of the same type. So we can finish the first task on day 1 and then second task on day 2. And since the third task is type of 1 as well, which is the same as the task we did on day 1, so we have to take 2 days of a break on day 3 and day 4, and then do the third task on day 5, so that we have 3 days in between the first task and the third task. And then the fifth task is task 2, and we can do it on day 6, because so that we can have 3 days in between, so that we can do it on day 6 for the third task. And the next task is 3. We can do it either here on day 7 or day 8. And since the last task day 1, so we have to have 3 days apart from the third task. So third task we did it on day 5. So the last task we have to do it on day 9, so that we can have 3 days in between. So this is 9 days is the minimum of days we need to complete all the tasks. So basically, this is so to solve this problem, we need to memorize the last day that we handle the task of the same type. So we need something to memorize the last day of performing each type of the task. So we can use a dictionary for that. So let's look at here, like line 4 to 5. So let's say we have the example of input these tasks and the space is 3. So we can use a diction to memorize it and then process the input. So let's say on day 1, our task is the first task. And we have a memorization dictionary. So this task is not in the dictionary. So we can just say, okay, on day 1, we will handle task 1. So task 1, the key will be the task and the value will be the day. So let me just add a comment here. Key is task. Value is day. So this means on day 1, we handle task 1. And then on day 2, our task is 2. And then it's not in the memory in the dictionary. So we can have, say, on day 2, we solve task 2. And then on third day, on day 3, we are having task 1 again. So since let's check the dictionary. So we already did task 1 on day 1. So and today is day 3. We only have 1 day apart. So that's why we cannot do task 1 here. So we have incremented the day. So on day 4, can we do the task? No, because it's 2 days apart. On day 5, can we do the task? Yes, we can do the task. So that's why we update this to day 5. This is the next time we are doing task 1. Okay, now on day 6, so we increment day by 1 again, and then the next task is 2. All right, so the task is 2. So before we did task 2 on day 2. Okay, and then today is day 6. So there is 3 days apart. We can do task 2 again. So it's okay. On day 6, we do task 2. And then it's day 7. Increment the day. And then the next task is task 3. All right, task 3 is not in the dictionary. So we can say on day 7, we handle the task 3. And then now on day 8, and the next task is task 1. So task 1 we did it on day 5, and today is day 8. There's only 2 days apart, so we cannot do task 1. So we increment day, wait until next day. All right, now the day 9. Okay, and the day 9 I can do task 1, so I update to task 1. Okay, and then this is the last task I did. So in total there are 9 days, so that's why we return 9. So basically we loop through the tasks in every task in the tasks, and then keep a dictionary to memorize the last day we perform the task types. And then we just keep incrementing the days until we can perform the task. All right, so let's start code it out. So firstly, we need to initialize the day. So the starting day will be day 1. And then we need a memorization dictionary. All right, now we need to loop through the tasks. So for task, in tasks, if task is in memo, if it's in it, then the last day doing that task would be the memo of the task. So and the new date we are doing the task would be the maximum of the current day with the last day plus the space in between and the last one, so that it will be this will be the day we can perform the task. And now we can update the memory of the task to the new day that we can handle to the day we can handle this task. From this task. So all right, so this is the day we can handle this task, right? So this is condition like we can the date we can handle this task. All right. Now once we perform the task, then we can increment the day to the next day, and then we can perform the next task. All right, and then in the end, we can just return the total number of days we need to handle, since we incremented day by 1 during the end of the loop. That's why when we return, we need to decrement it by 1. All right, so let's see how it goes. I think it should be fine. Yeah, cool. Okay, it runs fine. So basically for this problem, we have a loop and a dictionary. So both time and space are linear of order n. All right, so this is the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.